Originally, this video was much longer. In the original version of this video, I detailed all the ideas I had for Tinky Winky being added as a monster into Pillar Chase 2. I discussed things like animations, sounds, skins, but I ultimately decided to scrap the video after recording both the script and the video. Why? Well, it's as simple as that. I'd like to see what the developers come up with themselves. As someone who hopes to get into game development myself, I understand how important it is to have fun while making something, so I won't jurisdict what the team does from my perspective as a longtime Sunnytubbies fan. Instead, they should be allowed to demonstrate their own creativity with how well they handle the beloved character. So, what is this video about then? If I shouldn't detail the specifics of what I'd like to see from his implementation, then let me at least request one change: his model. You see, the revealed model is entirely based on how he looks in Sunnytubbies 1. This is good! As a Sunnytubbies fan, I appreciate the use of a more iconic look, given his face was warped in the third game and is both less iconic and appealing. I wouldn't want to change that. However, what I would like changed is how the model is structured. The model, much like the one from the first Sunnytubbies game, is made of several oval-like shapes. This should not be the case. Tinky Winky should have a body more accurate to an actual Teletubby, not a body akin to what the limitations present in his first outing entailed. Why? Why should his model be more accurate to an actual Teletubby? Well, the entire reason he's made of oval-like shapes in the original model is because of limitations. The creator of Sunnytubbies, Sean Toman, otherwise known as Zeoworks, made the game when he was only 15 years old. At that age, Sean was a solo developer, and so the model used in game is actually a retextured one that had existed prior to the game's development. That model leaves a lot to be desired in how it looks, and as such, I hope Pillar Chase 2 gives the model that desire. Looking at more recent games, technical difficulties still apply. The third game was made primarily by two people, Sean Toman and Santikun, neither of which were modelers, so the model present in the third game is actually an amalgamation of two Teletubby models. The body is the same as the first game, just squished to fit the new head more properly. Looking at the more recent Sunnytubbies game announcement, we can see that Sean has finally added modelers to his team that have done a fantastic job giving the characters the right detailing they deserve. Unlike Baldy, a character who's jarring to look at compared to the rest of the roster, because that's how he was intentionally designed, Tinky's design is purely made from a lack of proper resources at the time of its creation. I hope in his final model for Pillar Chase 2, they change the way his body looks so that it is more reminiscent of how it should have looked all those years ago. For reference, why not base it on the body of this model? The model you see before you is a model of my original character. It was made by a talented individual by the name of Renarder. For those unaware, Renarder now currently works for the Sunnytubbies team as their official modeler. So with that being the case, I feel as though this model serves as a good reference for how the original Tinky Winky's body would look if remade to be more high quality. For additional reference, note the model used in Devil's Dawn, another Roblox game akin to Pillar Chase. They do a fantastic job translating the crappy model into one that's smoother, and I hope that Pillar Chase's team will do the same as well. That's all I have to say though. Thank you for listening to my rant, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.